Hello everyone and welcome back to Harmony and You YouTube channel. I'm Trudy and today we will be doing a full body yoga foundation class designed specially for beginners. In this session, we will move gently, we will breathe deeply, and we will focus on building body awareness, releasing tension, and improve your posture. No experience is needed. All you need is just a mat and a few minutes of your time to take care of your body as well as your mind. So let's get started and move with ease together. Let's come to a comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged or sit in Caesar like me, or you can also sit on the chair. And let us start the class by closing our eyes. As we have our eyes closed, we're just taking a moment here to start to center ourselves for the practice. Can you start to bring the focus to your breath? And together with me, take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Again, deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. At your own pace, take that deep breath. You may notice that your breath may not be the same as me in terms of the timing for inhale and exhalation, and that's perfectly normal, especially if conscious breathing is not in your practice. Just a couple more breaths here. Now that you are connected with the breath, moving with ease, can we set an intention for ourselves for today's practice? Maybe you can think about setting the intention to move with body awareness and gently to take care of your body. Then slowly open the eyes. We're going to start with a short warm-up. You can continue sitting in Caesar if you like to, but I'm going to sit in cross-legged position just in case you're in that position. And if you're in a chair, you can do the same with us. Can we first place our hands onto the knees or onto the thighs, wherever you are. And we're going to start to do shoulder rolls. Together with me and with the breath, inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears and roll them back as you exhale. Inhale again, 2. Exhale to release down. Inhale, 3. Exhale to release down. Inhale, 4. Exhale to release down. One more this direction. Now let's change direction. Inhale from back to forward. So your hands can be moving. You don't have to stick them on top of the knees. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. Let's now do the neck. Slowly and gently inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Bring the hip back. Left ear to left shoulder as you exhale. Round the neck, chin to chest. Again, inhale. Take your time here. Again, you do not have to follow my tempo or my timing. So go at your own pace. And it really doesn't matter if you do more rotations on one side than the other. The goal here is really to observe and look for the tension points in your neck. Can we finish the last round here in this direction? Let's end it with the chin to chest. And now let's switch direction. Left ear to left shoulder. With the breath, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Taking your own time, imagine using that head to draw a very big circle Keep going. We have about 2 more rounds here. Now wherever you are, can you finish this last round by bringing the hip back all the way down, chin to chest. And slowly come all the way up. Good. Alright, let's now come into cat-cow, seated cat-cow. I'm just going to turn away from the camera so that you can see how my spine is moving. So hands on your knees, sit up straight and tall. Now take an inhale. I just want you to push your chest forward. Doesn't matter how small a movement it is, but you need to push your chest forward and push the shoulders back. As you exhale, pull that belly in, round the spine. Pull that belly in even more. Maybe round the shoulders, bring the chin to chest. Again, inhale. Arch. Maybe look up. Some of you can feel that release in the neck. You can start to look up. Otherwise, you can always do that next cow pose, looking towards the front. And focus only on pushing through your spine. Exhale, round. Last two, inhale, arch. For those who are already bringing their head back and looking up towards the ceiling, can you focus on stretching the front part of the neck? Exhale. Good. Coming back to center, we're going to go for a side bends. Can you bring your right hand out? Lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Straighten the elbow as much as you can. Start to walk. Just crawl your right fingertips towards the right side. Place the palms down and start to lean over towards the side. You should feel that nice stretch on the left side of the body. Let's move gently. Let's go to the other side. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Reach. Maybe at this point in time, you start to notice one side is tighter than the other. Let's do again the other side. Reach. Maybe bend the right elbow to go a little lower. Remember, be gentle with yourself. Okay, and go through the movements to your limit. Last one, we're going to hold for 5 breaths. Let's wiggle, 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 wiggle. Maybe you'll be here, stay here. Maybe you can bend the elbows down lower. You can go a little lower for that stretch. Again, the focus is reach that left arm as much as you can towards the right. Maybe some of us, our neck feels comfortable. You can even look up towards the ceiling. Stay with me. We only have last 2 breaths. Good. Now slowly switch sides, left hand down. Wiggle. You can stay here. Bend the elbows, go a little lower. And maybe look up towards the ceiling. Just stay here and breathe. Focus on your breath. That will help you a lot. We have last 2 breaths. Slowly come back up. Let's do some wrist rotations. Let's bring the arms forward, thumbs in, fingers grip. And let's rotate the wrists. Palms facing each other first. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Alright, let's straighten the legs out from the front of the mat. And let's do ankle rotations. Okay? So you can rotate out to in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, into out. 3, 4, 5. Good. Now cross the legs. You're going to come into the standing position. So you can walk your hands forward and make yourself up onto a standing position. Okay, we're going to come into mountain pose. So stand up slightly in front of your mat. So your feet hip distance apart. I will face you so you can see what I mean. Feet hip distance apart or slightly wider if it's more comfortable for you. Your arms by the side of the body, palms facing forward. Okay, while you're in this pose, I would like you to focus on where you're placing the weight in the feet. Are you leaning more forward, more backwards, to the right, to the outer parts? of the legs or the inner part of the legs. And now I want you to close the eyes and make that same observation. This is your mountain pose. We are going to stay here for another 3 more breaths. So while you're breathing, there's a lot of awareness, not only in the breath, but as well as the body. With just simple basic alignment, we are going to find that gentle strength in the body as we are coming into this standing series. Now slowly open the eyes, flip the palms to face each other. Inhale, can you raise both arms up towards the ceiling as much as you can go. Now reach the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Then take the next exhale, can you fall all the way down, fall all the way down. Now if the back of the legs are feeling super stiff and tight, bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Then maybe your fingertips touch the floor. Stay here. And start to find the stretch at the back of the spine and at the back of the legs. You can also just bend the knees and straighten, bend the knees and straighten, just to loosen up the back of the legs. Taking your time to slowly straighten the knees whenever you're ready to get that full potential stretch in your body. We can stay here in this standing forward fold. I'm going to bend my elbows because I'm quite flexible here. You can also follow me if you have that flexibility in the back of the legs. Breathing here, 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Good. Now slowly coming back up. We're going to come into a halfway lift. So you're going to start moving your hands, okay, to just slightly above the kneecap. So focus on not rounding the spine like this, but you want to lengthen, means you want it as straight as you can, looking towards the front, not looking down. Usually the spine gets led by the neck. Okay, so if you want it to be flat, you need to look forward. Keep that flat spine, pull that belly in. Let's stay here, breathe. Good. Just a couple more breaths. Some of you may start to feel a lot in the back of the legs. Micro bend the knees if you need to. We have last 2 more breaths here. And 1. Good. Then slowly, let's fold forward again. Hands down onto the mat. So you micro bend your knees if your hands are not touching the mat. We're going to come into low lunge, Ajinasana. You're going to bring the right leg back. You're going to bring the right knee down, okay? Flatten the toes if you like to, or tuck the toes if you need a bit more stability. We're looking for the stretch on the right hip. Left foot is in front, right hip is behind. So you're going to start walking your hands up. Maybe some of you are starting to feel in your right hip. For some of us who are quite flexible like me, you can wiggle this left foot forward even more, such that when you bend the left knee, your left knee is in line with the ankle. It has to be in line with the ankle, okay, in order to give a little bit more stretch in the right leg. Then if you want even more stretch in this, you can slowly make your way up. Palms down on top of the knees. Stay here, okay? Otherwise, you can stay here, just pushing your chest forward. Like we're doing the halfway lift, you already feel a lot in the right hip. Okay, we'll stay for last 4 breaths. 3. I'm going to come up because I can't feel any stretch when I'm down there. 2. 1. Good. If your hands are not on the mat, please place them down on the mat. And you tuck the back toes, your right toes. You're going to come into a half splits. Now, can you shift your right hip to be in line with the right knee and come onto that left heel, toes up. Okay, now if you can't reach the mat with this alignment to find that stretch in the back of the left leg, you can sink your hips a little lower. Okay, it really doesn't matter how you look here. Okay, it's more important like where you can find the stretch here. And make sure you're aligning your hips. You're not swaying to one side or leaning to one side. So you really want to face the hips completely towards the front. Then either fingertips on the mat or hands down the mat. I would suggest to focus on bringing the belly towards the thigh rather than to fold all the way down, because this is more effective in getting the stretch at the back of the left leg. Good, stay here, breathe. We only have 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Okay, we're just going to have a little bit of a fun here for transition. So follow me, bend into the left knee first. That right foot is still tucked. Can you lift the right foot up? We're going to come into warrior two. So you're going to walk your fingertips towards the right. Okay, so I'm going to face my back towards you. So your right heel will face towards the left side of the mat. So once you're here, keep the legs strong. Keep this right knee straight, left knee bent, and slowly lift yourself up into a standing position. Now your hips are no longer facing towards the front of the mat, but they are facing towards the side. Okay, so sorry you have to see my butt, but later I will be able to see you. Now bring your arms out, come into a warrior two position. Have that arms extended out, and then bend more into that left knee. Look towards that left hand. Try not to arch your spine. Try not to stick your butt out too much. So start to pull the lower belly in and scoop, alright, your hips back in. Look towards the left hand. I know this is tiring. Ground into the edge of the right foot. We have last 3. Stay, stay, stay. Maybe bend that left knee even more. 2, 1. Now slowly bring the hands down. This right leg, can you, as you walk your hands forward, lift the right heel up so you rotate back. Now you face towards the front. Downward facing dog. Okay, fingers spread wide apart, hands at least shoulder distance apart. Can you sweep the left leg back and come into your downward facing dog? Now your downward facing dog feels very wide. Please walk your feet slightly closer in. Okay, and push your heels towards the floor. And it really doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor, but I would like you to search for that stretch in the back of the legs. Start to think about also pulling the hips up towards the ceiling. Okay, start to think about pushing the chest towards the thighs. Stay here, breathe. Last 3, 2, and look at your in between your feet. And 1. Now look in between your hands. Can you raise both heels up? Slowly walk. Walk. Maybe you need to bend your knees for some of you. Just please go ahead and place the feet down. And we're going to slowly roll all the way up. So pull the belly in, drag the hands, lift the hands out slowly, roll up. Take your time, slowly. And let's bring the arms all the way up towards the ceiling again. This time, make sure your arms are not in jelly form, so it has to be engaged. Straighten the arms up towards the ceiling. Fingertips facing towards the ceiling, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Stay here, breathe for 5, 4, 3. I'm going to face you because I'm going to show you the next pose. 2, 1. Good. Now slowly bring both hands to the waist. We're going to come into a balancing pose called tree pose. So shift your weight towards the left foot. Okay, and slowly peel. Raise the right heel up. Take your time. Slowly peel it off. Maybe place the right foot. You're going to start wobbling. That's normal. Either below the knee joint, or you can grab it, put it above the knee joint, not on the knee joint. Okay, in order to stay here, you need to press the right foot into that left leg, and that left leg has to press into that right leg. So a lot of engagement is here. Okay, and start to pull this knee as much as you can towards the back. Just find your balance. Ground into the left big toe. Maybe hands still on the waist, or maybe you can even bring one arm up already, the other arm up as well. This is your tree pose. Smile, focus at one point, preferably something that is not moving, otherwise it's very easy to lose your balance. Good, we have 3 more breaths. 2, and 1. Good, slowly bring the hands back to the waist if it's not already there, and slowly release your leg back down and come back into your mountain pose. Good. Now we're going to do the other side. So it's saying your mountain pose, breathe. Just 3 more breaths here. Good. Then take 1 inhale. Can you exhale, fold down again? Micro bend your knees if you need to. Maybe some of you are already feeling a little bit more warm up. You don't need to bend your knees. Go ahead, straighten that knees. And let's come into a halfway lift. Lengthen that spine again, head looking towards the front. Stay here, breathe. This pose may look like it's nothing, but if you're really engaging the right muscles, like your back muscles and your leg muscles to hold here, it can be quite intense, yeah? Last 2. And 1. Alright, place the palms down, bend your knees if you need to. Anjani. Low lunge on the other side. Bring that left knee down. Okay, you're looking for the stretch in the left hip, so you have to walk your body and your hands further up towards the back of that left foot to feel more in that left hip, okay? If you have quite a bit of flexibility that I have, then walk your feet slightly forward. Okay, check that your right knee is above your right ankle and sink into that left hip. Stay here, or for some of us can go a little bit more, we'll stay here. Good, we have last 3, 2, and 1. Good, place the palms down. Let's come into that half split. So tuck that left toes. Let's shift the left hips to stack above the left knee and come onto that right heel with the toes up. Okay, again, same thing. You can't find that stretch or your fingers can't touch the floor. Just lean back a little bit more. That's perfectly fine. But make sure that you're not leaning to the side. You're facing completely towards the front of the mat. Stretching out the back of your right leg now. Just breathing here. Let the breath guide you as we stay here for another 3 more breaths. Good, let's now do that slow transition again to that warrior 2 pose. So bring your right foot down first, bend your right knee. Walk your fingertips towards the left side. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up. First, rotate the left heel towards the side. Keep the right knee bent. Alright, keep everything strong, everything strong. Walk your hands first to the middle, then come up. Whoa, if you're wobbly, that's normal, okay? Bend into the right knee. Again, check that your hips are facing towards the side, not facing towards the front, and you're not arching your spine like that. Try to keep everything in one line. Then extend your arms out towards the side, parallel towards the floor. Bend to the right knee even more. Pull the belly in. Look towards the right hand, and you're here in your warrior 2. Good, stay and breathe. Remember to ground into the edge of this left foot so that this whole leg is very strong. And start to shift the weight slightly more to this side so you can hold a little bit longer. We have last 2 more breaths. And 1. Then slowly, gently, I know you want to just pound down to the floor, but take your time. Bend to the right knee. Can you walk your hands forward to face the front of the mat? Frame that right foot. Lift the left heel up. Place palms down, fingers spread wide apart. Reach the right leg back and set yourself up for your downward dog. Pad out your feet if you like to, bending one knee and straightening the other. Otherwise, stay still with me for the next last 5 breaths. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And from here, can you bring both? Oh, sorry, forgot this. Raise both heels up. Can you walk your feet towards the hands? Micro bend the knees if you need to, and slowly roll all the way up. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Second round, look up. Reach the arms out. I'm going to face you again because we have the 3 poses to do. Reach out, lift, 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 lift. As high as you can go. Try not to push your ribs up. Pull the ribs in as well. So it's a lot of movement here. Pulling and pushing. Good. Then slowly, hands down to the waist. Let's come into a standing pose. Let's shift the weight towards the right foot. And let's place the foot here at the lower shin or slightly higher up. Find your 3 pose, staying here. Maybe one arm can come up, the other arm comes out. Stay and breathe for 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Good. Slowly release the legs, coming back into your mountain pose. Facing the front of the mat. Now in the mountain pose, can you bring both arms up again like we did earlier? Bend both knees. Bend both knees. Keep going down, keep going down. We're going to come in a seated position. So raise both heels up. And sitting all the way down. Good. We're going to do some core work before we end the class. So can you come into your tabletop position? Can you have your fingers spread wide apart, your hands under the shoulders, your hands shoulder distance apart, your knees hip distance apart. Okay, your hips stacked above the knees. You can tuck the toes here so for you have a bit of stability. Let's do 3 cat-cow movements together with the spine. Together with me, inhale, arch the spine, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press your hands into the mat, round the spine, bring the chin to chest. Again, inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, arch, look up. And exhale, round. Now let's add on, coming back to neutral spine. Can you extend the left leg out? Extend the right arm out. Okay, some balancing work here. Shift the weights to the other points down onto the mat. Inhale, can you lift? Reach it out. Exhale, can you bring it back down? Again, lift. And bring it back down. So don't sink your weight down, it's going to be really hard. So keep that lift. 3. Squeeze everything as you come up. Bring it back down. We have last 2 more. Stay with me. Squeeze. And lower down. Last one. Lift as high as you can. Keep going. And down. Good. Right hand back down. Left knee back in. Other side. Right leg out. Left hand out. Look towards the front. Breathe. Press in the mat. Lift. Keep that lift. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Guess what? It's the last one now. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Base the hands down. Place the knees next to each other. Alright, last one, modified plank. We're going to hold it there. Okay, you're going to walk your hands forward. Modified plank, you start to lean forward. Now, once you're in this position, pull that belly in. You can flatten the toes if you like or tuck the toes for a bit more stability. But I want you to push against here, holding it here. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Look towards the front of the mat. Just last 5. 4. Remember, no arching, no rounding. Stay, flat spine, okay? 3, 2, 1. Good job. So you come into your child pose, forehead down onto the mat. You stay here, breathe. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's come into a seated position. We're ending the class with a short wind down. So coming back to your forward fold, Paschimottanasana, flex the feet, walk your hands forward with the breath. Inhale, exhale, fold. Just stretching out here. Stay here and stretch. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly come back up. Can you lie down on the back? You're going to come into a supine twist. Can you bring both knees, hug both knees to the chest, and maybe slowly bring both knees towards the side, to the right side as you turn your head towards the left. You can keep that left hand extended or bend. Staying here, just enjoy and feel that release in the whole back body. Just last 3 more breaths. Good, now slowly turn your head back to center. Bring both knees back to center. And let's twist towards the left. Turn your head towards the right. Stay here, breathe, catch your breath. Slowly bring both legs back to center. You can keep your knees bent this way, feet onto the ground. We go for a light shoulder opener. Bring the arms over the head, maybe grab opposite elbows. If you want a little bit more, you can extend your legs out. Now, as you're grabbing your elbows, can you push the forearms away from your head? Feel that stretch in the shoulders. And breathe. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then slowly bring the arms by the side of the body, palms up like what we did in mountain pose, except we're lying down. And this is the Savasana pose, the resting or corpse pose they call it. Close your eyes and take this moment to reconnect with the breath again. And maybe just observe how the breath is doing at this point in time. Now you can stay in the Savasana as long as you would like to. I'm going to slowly make my way up, so I'm going to start to wiggle my fingers and my toes. Just bring some gentle movement back into the body. And I'm going to bend both of my knees, and I'm going to turn to any one side and prop yourself up. I'll turn this side so you can see. Prop yourself up with the top hand and come back up into a seated position or seated back onto your chair. Can we end the class by taking the palms and bringing them together and bringing them to the heart center? Can we close our eyes and gently bow down our heads, and let us take this time to thank ourselves for taking the effort to come onto the mat, to show up for ourselves in this gentle stretch, to release tension and to bring overall movement into the body. Remember that yoga is not about perfection, but it's about showing up on your mat with every single breath. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so that you will not miss next week's video. Gently open the eyes. Namaste everyone. See you the next time.